Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video on this wonderful Wednesday. Allincrypto here, and today we are going to be talking about Cardano, as we believe it is breaking out. Breaking out of what, you may be asking? We're going to show you all of that in this video. Not only are we going to be defining what it is breaking out of, we're going to be really taking a technical look on Cardano and showing you guys why we believe Cardano is on the verge of a major uptrend. This aligns with our overall market view that we have derived from not just the cryptocurrency space, but the macroeconomic environment. For those of you that don't watch my daily cryptocurrency market updates, they are well worth watching and subscribing to this channel for. So without further ado, guys, what I want to do in this video is take a technical look at Cardano. I also want to give a shout out to a number of Cardano altcoins that we have mentioned in the past. Right now, my community is positioned in a number of Cardano altcoins, and we will share one of them with you in this video. And then to wrap the video off, I want to talk about Charles Hoskinson's response when he was asked what the future holds for Cardano in 2024 onwards. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this video and let's start off by taking a look at the Cardano chart. We're going to break it all down for you in this video. So in front of us, we have the Cardano chart, which looks rather abysmal. It's been a rather brutal 2 years, certainly following the Alonzo hard fork, where we saw the implementation of Plutus and smart contracts to the Cardano blockchain. However, the bear market, in our assessment, is coming to an end for many altcoins like Cardano and has already ended for the likes of the broader cryptocurrency market. Just very quickly before we dive into Cardano, it's absolutely our assessment that the cryptocurrency market as a whole has broken out and is now in an uptrend. We think that Cardano is about to embark on a similar journey, and we're going to be showing you exactly what that journey is in this video. So with all my charts, I always like to use a logarithmic timescale. It really allows you to view things in a clearer manner, in my opinion, because you're looking at it from a percentage rate of change, not the kind of non-log chart, which is quite hard to do technical analysis on a bigger time frame like the weekly time frame that we are on. Now, in my group, we teach something called stage analysis, which essentially breaks the market down into 4 stages: a base, which we are currently in and about to break out of; a uptrend, which is stage 2; a topping stage, which is stage 3; into a downtrend, which is stage 4. So this is a stage 4 that we would have officially entered once we had broken down from this resistance. So this is stage 3. This is stage 4, which was signaled first of all on the breakout, and then with the retest into a stage 4. And now we are in what we believe is a stage 1 basing phase that we are about to break out of. So when we talk about a breakout, there's often lots of confusion with technical analysis on YouTube. You know, a breakout can mean a number of things. It can be a breakout of a pattern, it can be a breakout of a range, it can be a breakout of a grind line, a trend line, whatever it may be. But for the purposes of this video and for the purposes of the methods that we teach when it comes to technically analyzing the market, a breakout in this occasion is a breakout of what we have defined as a range for Cardano, which you can see you have been in for a while now. Not only is this a range, this is a very traditional technical pattern, which is commonly known as a double bottom. So there's a number of things going in Cardano's favor currently. And of course, the current price action that we're seeing is ultimately, in our assessment, going to lead to an uptrend that Cardano is still to embark on. Really, right now, you're just basing that is going to be signified with a running of around about the 45 cents mark. So there is a little bit of leeway in regards to where you actually want to draw your range, but you can see this is very significant price action, not only currently, but also historically. And you can see that Cardano is now on the verge of breaking out of this. So just to really oversimplify things, you know, in the same way that we formed a range at the top here, and you have a double bottom forming, we're doing the absolute opposite here. And this is likely, in our assessment, going to lead to a breakout. Very important thing to note as well, this is very similar to what you did over here with the breakout in regards to the double bottoming structure. And we know that there was a lot to do with March 2020 and the events that took place there. But Cardano is on the verge of a breakout. So after stage 1, you get stage 2. And stage 2 is an uptrend that I think Cardano is about to embark on. The only thing that is worth noting, and it might just be because we're on Binance, is somewhat the lack of volume. Even though it is inflated volume, it's not really convincing volume. However, saying that, it is inflated volume, so you are seeing a real turning up of volume here, which is a good thing. Let's just have a look at a few more exchanges. You can see that you are seeing an inflated volume. Going back to our ADA chart, you can see we really are on the cusp of a breakout. To pull up an RSI, which is an indicator that I don't really believe allows you to trade off of. Anybody who's familiar with RSIs will understand, and I think they're probably quite prominent or quite potent in regards to the signals that they can be giving you on a broader time frame. So with RSIs, you look for divergences. So here was a textbook example of a bearish diversion. And what is the RSI? Very quickly, let me just explain what the RSI is for anybody who's unfamiliar. The RSI is a momentum-based oscillator. Okay, it's a momentum-based indicator. And what the RSI is showing you is that on this high, you had a lot of momentum and conviction behind the move. However, on this one, there wasn't so much. So there's a divergence between, and a difference between the momentum being high on here and the conviction, and there's less momentum and conviction on this high, which is where we get a bearish divergence from. In a similar fashion to how you form this range in this double top up here, you formed a range and a double bottom here that also has a divergence present, which is a bullish divergence. So the momentum on this down leg was less than the momentum on this down leg, even though the price went lower. Divergences and RSIs, in my opinion, there are no miracle indicators out there. Do not let any YouTuber out there sell you a miracle with trading indicators or indicators and signals. They don't exist. If they did, they do exist, but what I mean is there's not a perfect signal or indicator that will allow you to trade off of consistently. If they existed, ask the people to prove that they can be profitable with them and there's a track record. They will not be able to do so. However, the RSI, in my assessment, is a very useful tool for looking at a broader trend and when it's subject to change. Within stage analysis, we also use the 30 weekly moving average. This, again, is not a indicator, but what it is, it's a way of viewing a trend. So for example, in an uptrend, so a stage 4, you want to see the price be maintained largely above the 30 weekly moving average. In a stage 3, so this is stage 2, an uptrend, stage 3, you want to see the 30 weekly moving average go sideways. And in a stage 4, you want to see the price action maintained below it. And you are now entering a stage 1 in a similar fashion to what you did here, where your 30 weekly moving average is going sideways. We've got that bullish divergence, and now we're approaching the upper band on somewhat inflated volume. The volume isn't massively significant. That ultimately we believe is now going to start us on an uptrend. Bitcoin has been doing absolutely spectacularly. However, you will see money flow into the altcoin market in the not too distant future. So this is on the verge of breaking out. You're getting that spike in volume. You've got your bullish divergence. You've got your double bottom. Let's drop down the time frames and see if there's anything that we can see of significance. This is beautiful double bottom. It's almost like a triple bottom. So you can see this is your double bottom pattern. So maybe put it on a 3-day. And you're on the verge of an upside. So with technical analysis, it's always good when you have technicals that are confirmed with, we've got a double bottom present, we've got a bullish divergence, we've got volume increasing on what's looking likely to be a break to the upside. We're just waiting for the break to actually take place, which it is on the cusp of. You are going to see resistance likely flip into support in the same way that earlier this year we saw support flip into resistance. You're going to see that flip take place and an uptrend take a hold. So that's our assessment on Cardano. We have been massively right on the markets for the past year. We've been one of the few people when Bitcoin was at 15K and we were looking at things like bullish divergences. We were one of the very few people to have a 42K price prediction that was indicated from this head and shoulders here. But you can see that one of the early indicators that we had on Bitcoin was a similar thing to what we're seeing on Cardano. This downtrend was vulnerable with the RSI signaling a bullish divergence. So it's our assessment that Cardano is now in an uptrend. And actually, there's a number of Cardano altcoins that we've been watching and giving to our patrons. We even interviewed the likes of ALLIN, IAG, which are doing spectacularly well. You are going to have some of these Cardano altcoins that are going to do insanely well. However, be careful. They're a lot more speculative. Invest in products that are solving real world use cases, like the likes of Ion. I did a Patreon meeting where we were looking at buying Ion here, expecting this to see further continuation. So we absolutely assess here at Allincrypto that we are going to be seeing a brilliant and amazing 2024 for the cryptocurrency market. Cardano is very much going to be a part of that, and we're very excited to see how things unfold. What we're looking at technically, which we've just shown you in very simplistic terms, we do a whole lot more deeper dives in the Patreon. You are welcome to join that. There's a link in the description. We do have a meeting tonight, and the first thing you should do is definitely catch up with Monday's meeting. But technically, Cardano looks like it's about to go on an uptrend. Fundamentally, it's going to be an absolutely massive year for Cardano. When you get a marrying of the fundamentals and the technicals, you know, if something walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck, and we're going to be having duck as Cardano holders. I'm really looking forward to it and looking forward to you guys being on this journey with me. If you've enjoyed this content, like is appreciated as a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next.